How do we value networks like Ripple and Stellar that will be touching every single industry, that are already in about every section of the world, touching every corner of the globe? How do we value something that is laying the groundwork, the infrastructure for the new financial system and replacing the old traditional financial system? We're going to talk about that in this video. We're going to give you updates on XRP and XLM. Of course, we did have a very, very interesting day today. We're going to talk about what happened with interest rate hikes, how we did see a massive sell-off, and what I see going forward. All we ever ask is, hey, if you want to join our community, it's absolutely free. Just click that subscribe button below. Sitting at just under 17.8 right now. What happened? Well, the interest rate hikes came out, 50 basis points. The market expected that, but we had a huge drop. And why did we have a huge drop? Well, we can see that the S&P, which snapped a 2-day winning streak after Fed raises rates, the signals for more hikes next year. This is the big one right here, next year. Now, I think a lot of people already understood and knew that there would be hikes next year because inflation is still out of control. Where we're at 7.1 isn't a good thing. We were at this last year. We're still at like a 40-year high. So there's going to be more interest rate hikes. Now, given that, the good news is, yes, we saw a sell-off in XRP, we saw a sell-off on XLM, but now that the market can get some certainty and knows that, hey, this is what we have to expect, that is what the market loves. The market loves certainty. We're going to be spooked initially, right? But now that we know what to come, and if they start trickling down the interest rates and get down to that 25 basis points mark, I believe we can still get that bull run potentially next year, especially if regulation does move forward. Now, we know with the FTX situation, obviously that's going to help speed things up. So I anticipate a solid year. About March, April, I think that we start to see alleviation. I know that seems like forever from where we stand right now, but I think that we have good things coming. So that's why I continuously take a look at the US dollar index, what's happening there, sitting flat. And we just saw a massive drop yesterday, but I continuously dollar cost average into XRP and XLM because these are the two networks I believe in most in moving the new financial system. We take a look at metrics with the Ripple network. Well, we can see that already in this bear market, in this nasty, harsh, cold winter, we're sitting at 1.26 billion in volume in the past 24 hours in transaction volume. Folks, that is a massive, massive amount of volume moving in the past 24 hours, and we can see 34 million with the Stellar network, especially when full adoption has not yet gotten here. We know that regulators are moving a little bit quicker now given this situation, but look, now that we have money on the sidelines, we have adopters coming in with new corporations seeking this technology, moving on blockchain, because they do understand that they either get in or they get left behind. We will start to see mass adoption. We will start to see even more so. And look, here's the thing. Danielle Dixon just yesterday, right? She talked on Bloomberg. Absolutely hilarious what she's had to say, that she has literally seen bake sales that have been ran locally in her area better than what FTX was running their business. I just heard today that FTX was using QuickBooks for their accounting. We're talking about a gentleman that on paper was, I believe at one point, $22 billion, worth $22 billion. And he was using QuickBooks for, I believe, the second biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. Look, this is why I tell everyone, get your money off those central exchanges. I like to keep mine in a ledger, but get them into a decentralized wallet at least, and make sure that you own your cryptocurrency, because when you have it on that centralized exchange, understand they are essentially loaning those tokens, those coins to you. So you really don't own them completely. So that's my little rant on this. Look, I want to tie this into an article that came out a very long time ago. This was May 5th, 2021, and I did some numbers and some math today about how big this partnership was. And this is just one small article that was covered again last year. You wouldn't even really know about it unless you went to the stellar.org website, but Tala, Visa partnered on solution for underbank supported by Circle, which we know is the most safe stable coin out there, and Stellar. How big is this? Working with Visa, right? Well, Visa, 70 million merchants worldwide that accept Visa. And so when we take a look at Tala, we see that they are in Mexico, the Philippines, Kenya, and India. I ran some numbers for you all today. That is 1.7 billion people in those 4 countries with potential connections to our network, to the Stellar network. That is just one small partnership that, again, really did not get covered too in depth. We are in Canada. We have penetrated the entire continent of Africa. We are in Southeast Asia. You see the corridors there. We are in every nook and cranny in the world. But that is not what is being covered, right? That is not what is being covered. What is being covered is these very short-term hikes, when you look at the grand scheme of things, when you take a look at what is happening with FTX and how it was reported that he had to take his shirt off in court, that is the main focus with mass media right now. It is not what is truly happening behind the scenes with blockchain, with these huge companies making huge moves with corporations and countries and governments globally. So when we go back to that initial statement, how do you value networks like Ripple and like Stellar in these initial stages? Do you truly believe that at 38 cents that is fair when you take a look at the amount of demand that this network is going to get just when that light switch flips on and over 400 huge massive banks decide to go live with the Ripple network? Do you believe that as adoption happens and institutions understand what this partnership with MoneyGram and the Stellar network is doing and who they are already utilizing, how IBM is utilizing this network, and we start to see the floodgates open? Do you believe this will be sitting at 8 cents? Folks, I do not believe so. I think many of you do not believe so either. Let us know your thoughts, your opinions, comments, concerns, any of that good stuff in the comment section below. Again, please smash that like button if you got any value whatsoever in this video. It definitely helps us out, and I'll see you in the next video.